Greetings. Welcome to the course of Electromagnetics, Unit 1, Lecture 2. So we are going to discuss in this class about the coordinating system, Cartesian, cylindrical and spherical coordinating system. Let us start with the Cartesian coordinating system. Each of the coordinating system are having the three coordinates x, y and z. This is the origin. Okay. To measure these coordinates, let me assume one rectangular box, or you can say this is cube. There is one point P on the rectangular box. Let it be point P here. The coordinates of this point P in a Cartesian system is x, y and z. What is x, y and z indicates? It gives the distance of a point P from the origin. The distance of the point P from the origin along x, y and z. The coordinates of a point P x, y, z gives the information that how far this point P from the origin along x-axis, along y and along z-axis. Okay. Now, how to indicate this point P, or how to write the vector form of the distance covered by the points of O and P, which is given by O P bar. Or in general, this is giving the position of a point P. I can call it as a P bar. I can call the P bar as a position vector. The position vector gives the position of a point P, means the distance from the origin to the point P. And it is given by the point P is covering some magnitude along the x-axis. So this is AX bar is a unit vector along x-axis, and it covers some distance along y, which is given by AY, and it travels some distance along z, which is given by AZ bar. So the position vector P bar is represented as magnitude along x, means this is a magnitude along x, this is a magnitude along y, and this is a magnitude along z. Now for example, there is a point O, this is the origin, okay, and there is some point P here, okay, having the coordinates of 3 and 1 and 2. Then how to write this in a vector form? I can write the vector form O P bar or simply P bar. Why simply P bar? This is a position vector because it having the distance with respect to origin, right? So I can call this as a position vector, and it can be represented as, what the formula is, magnitude along x. So what is the magnitude along x-axis? This 3 AX and magnitude along y. So this is 1 AY, and the magnitude along z-axis, this is 2 AZ. In this way, we can obtain the position vector of any point in the Cartesian coordinating system. We have one more point here, again with respect to origin. Okay, with respect to origin, O is the origin, and we have one more points like -1, 3 and -2. How to write the vector form? That this is a Q bar. Okay, one more vector. Q bar can be written as -1 along x-axis, -1 AX, and 3 along y-axis, 3 AY, and -2 along z-axis, so 2 AZ bar. Okay, in this way we can obtain the position vector in Cartesian coordinating system. Okay, so this is a vector form. In case there are two points are there, both the points are other than the origin. Now in the position vector we wrote the point P with respect to origin. Now we have the two vectors. Okay, this is A bar A and this is B. Okay, even the A is not the origin. This is like -3 to B. The vector distance between A and B is known as distance vector, and it is written as the vector B bar minus the vector A bar. B to the point A. So what is the vector B bar? What is the vector B bar? So the B bar is having the coordinates of -4, -1 and 2. This is the coordinates, this is the distance along x, y and z with respect to origin. Means this is one position vector and this is one position vector, right? So what is the position vector of B bar? -4 along x axis, -1 along y and 2 along z. In the same way, what is the position vector of A bar? A bar is given by, this is -3ax plus 2ay minus 1az. So individually we wrote what is the position vector of B bar and A bar. To obtain the distance vector of AB bar, so we need to subtract this one. AB bar is given by B bar minus A bar, -4ax minus of -3ax, so it is 1ax, and this is minus ay minus 2ay, it is -3ay, and this is plus 2az minus of -1az, so this is 3az. Now this is the distance of the points A and B in a Cartesian system. Simply we also can write the distance vector as difference of the coordinates along x, y and z. Means to say that this is -4 and minus of -3 means +3. -4 plus 3 is -1ax, and this is -1 minus 2 means -3ay, and this is 2 minus of -1 means +1, this is +3az, right? In this way also we can find the distance vector. Distance vector measure the distance between two points, okay? And from the definition of vectors in the last class, we defined that the vector AB bar or any vector is defined as the magnitude of that vector into the unit vector of the vector AB. So this what this unit vector is? The suffix of unit vector shows the direction of the vector field. So it is from A to B. So now this can be written as small a b. Okay, this is the unit vector that which shows the direction from A to B. Now, so we know the value of AB bar and magnitude we can obtain. So let us find the unit vector of the vector AB bar. So the unit vector of vector AB bar is given by the distance vector by the magnitude of distance vector. Okay, so let us find the unit vector. So this is the distance vector is AB bar, which is same -ax minus 3ay plus 3az, and magnitude of this distance vector is given by under the root of magnitude of ax is -1 whole square, magnitude of ay is -3 whole square, magnitude of z is 3 whole square. So the magnitude of AB bar is given by under the root of, this is 1 plus 3 square 9 plus 3 square 9, 9 plus 9 18 plus 1, it is 19. So the unit vector of the distance vector AB bar is given by the distance vector -ax minus 3y plus 3az upon the magnitude of it, it is under the root of 19. Okay, in this way we can find the unit vector. After simplifying this, and you will get one vector form. Again, if you take the magnitude of it, means magnitude of unit vector. So what the magnitude of unit vector will be? It must be 1, because this is a vector having this magnitude with 1 and along the direction of the 2 points. Okay, so this is about the distance vector and position vector in Cartesian coordinating system. So in a Cartesian coordinating are three coordinates like x, y and z. Now we will see what are the differential elements in Cartesian coordinating system. How the differential elements will be produced. For example, there is a point P here. It has taken very small shift to the P dash. It has taken one small differential shift or differential change in its position. Then what will be the differential change in x, differential change in y and differential change in z. Okay. Now we will discuss about differential elements in Cartesian coordinating system. If the small p has taken small shift to the p dash, I wrote very shorter line because it is differential change only, means it is a small shift only. Then the p is having the coordinates of x, y and z. The differential shift in the position of p power or p dash is given by dx, dy and dz. So the differential change in x is dx, y in dy and differential change in z is dz along the directions of ax, ay and az. Okay, the small differential shift has taken place by shifting the point from p to p dash. This differential shift creates one small maybe length or surface or volume. So let us see that what is the differential length. So the differential length dl bar is given by, length is a vector with one direction only because one coordinate only. Length may take one shift. Even if it is measured with length along the scale, it may have either x or y or z, right? So this can be written as dx, differential change in x, differential change in y, differential change in z. The differential length, these differential elements in Cartesian cylindrical and spherical coordinating system are very, very important, without which we cannot understand electric field or magnetic field. So please focus on all the differential elements, and differential length is given by dx along x, dy along y and dz along z. Similarly, we can obtain the differential surface area. Okay. So as we have seen the previous video, we have seen one rectangular box. Okay, I can call it as a cube. Right. So the cube is having the three surfaces. Our rectangular box is having a three surfaces. You can see one box, right? So it will be having the surface like this one. Okay, maybe a flatter surface, or you can see the surface like this. Okay, means if this is a surface, so it is having the coordinates of y and z. Okay, if the surface is formed with the y and z, what about the third coordinate, means x? This will be normal to this one. This is towards u, means the x will be the normal coordinate for this x, y and z. If the surface is formed with, okay, this is the x coordinate. If the surface is formed with this one, okay, this is x coordinate and this is y. Okay, if the surface is formed with x and y, third coordinate z will be normal to this. What is the third coordinate? Third coordinate will be normal to this surface, means perpendicular to the surface. And if the surface is formed with means this is x and this is z. If the surface is formed with x and z, then what about the third coordinate? The third coordinate y will be normal to this one. Means we obtain the three surfaces, normal to x, normal to y and normal to z. Means we will be having a three differential surfaces So we apply the three differential surfaces. One is normal to x, one is normal to y, and third one is normal to z. Okay, normal to x is dy dz, the unit vector. Normal to y is dx dz, its respective unit vector. And normal to z is dx dy and its respective unit vector. Okay, with the three coordinates, we can measure the length or surface or the volume also. Okay, the last one is differential volume. So differential length, differential surface, now it is differential volume. Differential volume of the differential elements in Cartesian coordinating system. Okay, so differential volume dV is given by, we know that length into width into breadth. So this is dx, dy and dz. The differential volume in a Cartesian coordinating system is given by dx, dy and dz. Okay, this is about the Cartesian coordinating system. And now we will discuss about the cylindrical coordinating system. Cylindrical coordinate system. It is circular cylinder. You can see this shape. You might have seen this shape. Okay. So it is having the bottom surface and top surface and some lateral surfaces. Okay. The bottom and top surfaces are in a circular form. Okay. Let us consider one circular cylinder. Now, this cylinder is where this cylinder is placed. The length of the cylinder is placed along z axis, and this is y, and this is x. Okay, either a cylindrical coordinating system or a spherical coordinating system. We will discuss with the reference of Cartesian only. Okay. Now, in a Cartesian coordinating system, we have seen the three coordinates like x, y and z. In the same way, in a cylindrical coordinating system, what are the three coordinates are? Okay, the first coordinate is the radius of the sphere. Okay, so if this is a center, okay, this is one. Okay, this is a radius of the circular surface, either top and bottom. Okay. This is having a circular surface on top and bottom. So it is having some radius. Okay. So this is R. And in some textbooks it is mentioned as a rho also. Either you can write as a rho. In some textbooks it is mentioned as a rho, or sometimes it is R also. You can guess any one of it. Let us have a reference. We will write the R only. Okay. So this is the radius of the sphere. That is a radius of the surface of cylinder. Bottom or top surface is the first coordinate. The second one is this radius line forms some angle with respect to x-axis. With respect to x-axis, it is making some angle. Let this is phi. The second coordinate is phi. And third coordinate of cylindrical coordinating system is the height of the cylinder. Let this is z. The height of the cylinder is a third coordinate z. Okay. So what are the three coordinates of a cylinder? R, phi and z. What the R is a radius of the surface of bottom or top surfaces of a cylinder, and the second coordinate is phi. The phi is nothing but the angle made by the line of radius with respect to x-axis, and z is the height of the cylinder. Now let us see the range of each coordinate. So what the range of R should be? What should be the R radius R should be? The radius may vary from 0 to infinity. Okay. surface and the coordinates are r, phi and z. And how to write in a vector form? The vector in cylindrical coordinating system. The vector in the cylindrical coordinating system written as magnitude along AR means magnitude along A phi, magnitude along AZ. Means I wanted to introduce the unit vector in a cylindrical coordinating system. AR, A phi and AZ are the unit vectors